Hey guys, welcome to Financial Health and Wealth, where we educate you on the various ways to improve your life financially and to live long, healthy lives. So, today we're going to talk about whether you should buy or lease your car. And if you'd like to see more of this type of content, then like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you'll know about future videos. Let's get started. Behind housing costs, transportation is often one of the top expenses in most households. Auto leasing has been popular for several decades, but many people still aren't sure about the sensibility of leasing versus buying a car and how the math works and which really is the better value. Should you lease a car? In many cases, you can lease a car for less than the monthly payment for financing the exact same car. This is because with leasing, you never build any equity in the vehicle. Essentially, you're renting the vehicle for a predetermined number of miles per year with a promise that you'll take good care of it, you won't let your kids spill ice cream on the seats. After all, it's not really your car. At the end of the lease, most often within 2 or 3 years, you'll have the option to buy the car. At this point, in many cases, you'd be able to find a comparable car for a few thousand less than the residual value of the car you leased. After the lease has expired, most people choose to lease another newer car rather than buying the car that they leased. Now, if you don't drive many miles, there may be some advantages to leasing over buying, particularly if you prefer to drive something newer or if you need a late model car for business reasons. As a bonus, for short-term or standard leases, the car is usually under warranty for the duration of the lease, and maintenance costs are typically only for minor service items. Should you buy a car? If you're like most people, when you buy a car, you'll probably need to finance it rather than plunking down a lump sum of cash. Rates are relatively low, but you could still expect to pay a few $1,000s in interest costs over the course of the loan. Longer loans have higher rates, and more expensive vehicles can make the interest costs add up quickly. Still, at the end of the loan, you own the car. And older cars usually have higher maintenance costs, but it may be less expensive to keep a car with under 150,000 miles and pay for any repairs, rather than making payments on a new car. Cars are also running reliably much longer now. Let's say your car runs for about 2 years. If you had a 5-year loan, you could be driving for 7 years or more without having to make a payment on your car. So, a big part of savings in buying a car versus leasing can occur if you keep the car for several years after it's paid off. The longest I've held a vehicle so far is about 8 years total. Cars depreciate most rapidly during the first 5 years of ownership, meaning you could take a big hit on the trade-in during that time. Keeping the car for a bit longer puts you into a period where the car is depreciating less rapidly and you can benefit financially from not having a car payment. But if you think you might be tempted to trade that car in after 5 years and you typically drive under 15,000 miles per year, you may want to take a closer look at leasing. It's really up to your personal preference whether you buy or lease. If you like to rotate your vehicles so that you can enjoy a new car every few years and flex on your friends and not have to worry so much about maintenance, then leasing may be the better option. However, if you like the idea of not having to make a car payment for a good portion of the life of your car, then buying may be the right choice. Either way, before you take the keys and drive off the lot, make sure you ask your dealer any questions you have so you can fully understand the terms and any underlying costs for your situation. Having said that, thanks for watching. And as always, hit the like and subscribe buttons to keep getting future content. And go ahead, tap that notification bell while you're at it. Enjoy the rest of your day.